Alright, what is up, y'all? We're here today for week 10 of the PCL. I believe it's week 10. I'm pretty sure it's week 10. But we go against Sarah, aka Sarene Grace. You can check out her link and whatnot down below. She does GFX. She's got a pretty fucking scary team, man. We can go ahead and look over that matchup real quick. Again, no team builders. I'm sorry if you digged those is definitely the word. But she's got Scizor, Rotom Wash, Gardevoir, Savali, all Savalis, Sylv, all E, Hitmonchan, Naganadel, Z Shaymin, Mamo, Z Talonflame, Gigalith, and Mega Sableye. Now, there's a lot of bulk, there's a lot of super physical things, and there's a couple things that, like, just get to +2 and win the game. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen a late game +2 Scizor, late game, any time of game, fucking +2 Naga, but they tend to just win. So we got to work around those things. Now, just going by record alone, her season hasn't been going necessarily too greatly, but nonetheless, this is a scary fucking team. I've seen her bend over some players, so we gotta be on the lookout here. Now, when I saw the team, I was thankful that there was no Mega Sableye. Anytime I don't have to play a Mega Sableye is always a good day for me. There's no Savali, there will be no games of guessing what fucking type it is and all that shit. And then there's no Gigalith, so no, I don't have to worry about Sandstorm damage and all that stuff. But one thing I do have to worry about is that Scizor and that Naga. So those things are scary, and those were my immediate threats. So let's go ahead and jump into the battle. I have, oh, actually, let's not yet, because let's talk about what I have. No team builder, lol. But we have here a motherfucking, pull out the old handy dandy notes here. We have E-Belt Grin, just standard fucking E-Belt Grin. Defensive Lantern, pretty standard Beedrill, defensive Sylveon. You know what Lunun does, man. It does nothing else except for Belly Drum, fucking Berry, and then we have a lead Uxie with the with stuff to deal with things. We'll just leave it at that, okay? So let's jump into it. Like I said, I got lead Uxie. I got stuff on there that deals with every single Pokemon as a lead. Well, almost every single Pokemon. Most things. So we're going to lead off with Brain. And she's going to lead off with her Mamoswine. So since she leads off with it, I thought maybe she might be a potential Scarf lead, maybe trying to catch something off guard, something like that, maybe like a Mega Beedrill and just fucking bop it with an Earthquake or something. But she goes for Rocks, and I'm going to just get up my Rocks as well. Now, in hindsight, it was probably Sash Mamoswine, and I probably should have just broken that Sash immediately, but I got the Rocks up, so at least when it comes back in, the Sash will be broken. So, she's going to go into her Rotom, which is, on her team, is one of a few things that can defog, but it's the most likely defogger, I think. So I go for the Foul Play on the Mamo. It does a little bit with the Rock Stamina. That's a solid 25%, like, total chip there. So I'm going to switch out and go right into my designated switch in for this, which is Lantern. So, Willow is the good play, obviously, because I'm going to take that residual damage. But I think I'd rather be Willow than Toxic, so that's fine with me, actually. That's fucking cool. I'm cool with this. So I can go for a Scald and try to get a burn. I can go for a Volt Switch and get some momentum. I'm going to go for the latter and get some of that nice slow Volt Switch damage off. Now, Lantern is not very fucking strong at all, but as we will soon see, that did a lot, and that put Rotom below half. And after looking at the damage, that seems to be a more offensively based Rotom, so this U-turn coming from this Mega Beedrill is about to fucking hurt. And if you look at her team, she does not deal with Mega Beedrill very well. Like, none of the things that she has, unless they're Scarf, really want to take attacks from this Mega Beedrill. So, we go for the U-turn, and to our surprise, we actually kill the Rotom. So, if that was her only defogger, that boy is gone. And I'm going to go right back out into Brain. I'm going to get those rocks back up, and we are going to start fucking shit up. She's got a Talonflame, she's got a Mamoswine. Most notably those two things, but I'll take chip on everything, you know. So she's gonna go into the Talonflame here, and she's gonna go for a sub. Now, when you have sub, it usually implies, on a Talonflame at least, it usually implies you're gonna have either Swords Dance or Bulk Up. Either of those things are fine, because even if she was like super defensive, Foul Play still broke the sub. So if she bulks up, then obviously you increase your defense and your attack at the same time, so it would continue to break the sub. And I live any hit. With this Uxie, I live any form of Z move at +2, I think. Or no, I live any regular attack at +2, and I live neutral Z move from Adamant. So she keeps going for sub, And as you can kind of see, she's just fucking subbing hard. It's like fucking goddamn that race between PewDiePie and whoever the fuck else that is, where they're just fucking getting people to sub to them on YouTube. That's this right now and me. So she keeps subbing, reveals the citrus berry, which then it's like the set all made sense once that happened. I was like, oh, it's the fucking acrobatics bullshit. God damn it. So we're gonna foul play and break that sub. She's a +2, so foul play is going to de-fucking-destroy that Talonflame when she finally decides to attack. I don't know if she just wants to get rid of 100% of my BP first, or what's going on, but she goes for the aggro. It does under half. We're going to go for the foul play, and Talonflame is going to drop. So that is 2 kills for us, and we still have all 6 months, so things are looking fucking pretty chipper out here. So now's when things get, oh man, things get iffy here. So I'm gonna just go for foul play. I want to see what kind of Scizor this is, and that does fucking nothing. That is like impish max Scizor. Now, as we will soon see, there is no leftovers, and it's not Assault Vest because he's going for status, non-attacking moves rather. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be Aquaberry Scizor. I fucking wish I had HP Fire on this, so that way I could at least pop it so I could blow it back with something else. But, fun fact, we actually don't have Fire Stab on anything. Well, I guess, no. Greninja HP Fire still counts as Fire Stab, because protein, right? So, we go for the foul play, and like, honestly, I just need to get her in range to where she'll roost and I can switch out without getting fucking bullet punched in the face. So, I'm gonna go into Motel 6. This thing can take any attack this thing wants to go for, whether it's U-turns or whatnot, but since she went for Agility, I was kind of thinking, like, is this going to be like a dual dance fucking Scizor? I don't know if it's already happened, because I'm sorry, I'm kind of rushing this, but, I think she revealed Bullet Punch. Yeah. So she goes for the Baton Pass. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Shaymin is in, man. So if she's like Life Orb Shaymin or Z-Move Shaymin, this is not looking good. So I'm in here with I'm in here with Lantern, and honestly, it was looking kind of expendable, and I didn't think she was just gonna click Grass Move. So I went ahead and just got that slow Volt Switch out, and she goes for the fucking Swords Dance, which honestly is a fucking awesome bring. That's a Swords Dance Shaymin. That boy is +2/+2. It's basically dual dance. So I was calcing. I almost went down to timer on that turn because I was trying to figure out what was what, and I didn't see lefties or anything, so I'm assuming this is going to be Z-Move. If she was Grassium, she blew the fuck back to that Sylveon. Like, I just dropped. So I had to scout for that Z-Move. I think that was the correct play on my part. I couldn't just let it die. It's the only thing that really ate a hit 100% of the time, depending on EVs and rolls and whatnot. At least, that lived a hit comfortably. So, she's going to go for the Seed Bomb. I am very, very, very defensive, so we're going to take a little over half, and we're going to get a Hyper Voice off, and that's going to do a pretty good amount to Shaymin. So it's at about 25% now. I don't think it's a roll to live. This thing is looking like it doesn't have very much bulk, so it's probably max attack, like max speed or something like that. And we died to the +2 Seed Bomb. So this Shaymin is actually fucking up my world. As a man named Shaden, when a Shaymin comes through my territory, I get a little offended. You know, this is Shaden versus Shaymin, and it's very complicated to say because I'm Shaden, and that's Shaymin. So if Shaymin versus Shaden, then either Shaymin's got to win or Shaden's got to win. So, like, you know who's going to be the victor? Is it going to be Shaymin or is it going to be Shaden? Sorry, I just wanted to say those over and over again, just for lulz. So, thank God, fucking Lanoon, who was very, very bulky this game, was able to live a Seed Bomb as well, so we got off to 2 E-Speeds, but I had some other ways to deal with it. To pick it off, basically. I'm glad that this was able to get a kill, really. It's the first week it came. The first of many, mind you. So, it's going to go for that Earthquake, and it's going to blow me back, but I was able to get some E-Speed damage off on it, so now if I get 3 hits, it is guaranteed to die. But I got scared, 3 hits with Shuriken, but I got scared because if I got 2 hits, like it's done to me 2 or 3 times this season, then my WinCon would die, and I ain't about to have all that. So, I was Shookaberry on this Lantern. I'm not a fucking bluff god, so I'm just Shookaberry. So I need to get more damage off on it. I want to make sure it's in guaranteed range of 2 Shuriken hits, because I don't actually have another water move. So I go for that Scald, and it's just going, it doesn't burn. Even though I'm literally fucking burned, I can't get a burn with Scald to save my life. So Volt Switch is actually going to let us get the fast initiative this time, and that lets me know that this Scizor has either no speed or like just 4 speed or something like that. So I was pretty sure she was just going to go for agility. And funny story about Greninja, since it has to outspeed the Naganadel, I outspeed Scizor at +2. So even if she's Aqua Berry, this thing still dies. Yep, there's the Aqua Berry. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That boy, that's stab. That's fucking stab HP fire. So Scizor goes down. Now we're going to see this here Mamoswine come in, right? So now that Mamoswine has taken a little bit more rocks damage, it's a roll to kill. Or no, wait, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Now that it's taken rocks damage, I still need 3 hits to kill, but the roll is more in my favor. But we get a crit on the fucking first one, so it doesn't actually end up mattering. Good golly gee goddamn Willikers. Last but not least, Queen Bee's gonna come out. That's that dirty little Naga. And I don't know if you noticed on the sprite, but there's no shuffle sprite for Naganadel, so I had to get a little creative. I had to get just a little bit creative with that. So it might look a little familiar, but we go for the Ice Beam, and that's going to take out the Naga. Greninja picks up 3 more kills. Insert plague noise. And we're going to win versus Sarene Grace and the Chicago Shaymin-Sky. So Shaden goes against the Chicago Shaymin-Sky and their Shaymin. So that means Shaden has come out on top of the Shaymin-Sky with their Shaymin. And that's just, I just like saying that, honestly. That's a good fucking sentence. So that's going to do it for me. Go ahead, like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. I will see you guys next week. We're going to go against Dai and the Reshi. And spoilers, I have to win this game if I want to stay in the playoffs. So I desperately need a win. I've had a team planned since the day after I played him last time. So I'm putting my dick on the table. We go in full tryhard mode. It's going to be a fucking blast. Look forward to that, hopefully. And bye forever.